It is now time for the Hello, Mr. President segment of the show. It's a segment that is dedicated solely to you and issues you're experiencing within your community. We're here to ensure that policymakers do right by you. So if you have not done so already, please take out your phone and record an up to 1 minute video of all the challenges you're facing within your community. If it's access to water that you don't have, if it's access to constant electricity that's worrying you, whatever it is that is hindering your growth as a Ghanaian, we want to hear about it. All you have to do is just take out your phone, record a minute video. Send that video to us via the WhatsApp line 0550 585832. You can also email it to us via the email hellomrpresidenttv@gmail.com, and every Wednesday at 9:30 we will show the video you sent us to the nation and the entire world, and we will call on to policymakers to do right by you. If you don't have a camera phone, don't worry. You can text your experiences to us just in 250 words. Explain to us exactly what it is that you're going through and how it is affecting your personal development and the growth of your community, and send that letter to us again via the email hellomrpresidenttv@gmail.com or the WhatsApp line 0550 585832. This week we received a video from Bimbilla. It has to do with a water crisis that they're experiencing there. We'll take a look at the video and then we'll have our conversation.
Hello, Mr. President. My name is Abdurrahman. I'm a native of Bimbilla. Mr. President, we are having to face perennial water shortage in town. This is affecting our economic activities. Water shortages has become a trend, not just in Bimbilla of late, but the whole of northern Ghana. We are pleading that you should take this as a matter of agency and say to it that the water problems is given a lasting solution. So the residents of Bimbilla, and in fact by extension the people of northern Ghana, would have adequate water supply, and then the issue of water problem will become a thing of the past.
So that's Bimbilla in the northern region, and that location alone has about 10,000 Ghanaians living there. This water issue has been with them for over 40 years. And just to put this into context, this morning a very good friend of mine had to use the bathroom and he didn't have running water. And for almost 1 hour, he was running around trying to figure out how he's going to, answer to nature's call because he does not have access to water. And I kept thinking, how have people been able to live like this for the past 40 years? We all know how we feel when we go for a few days without water and the trauma, the mental impact it has on us, especially now that we are living through a pandemic and we're being told to wash our hands constantly with running water and soap. People who sell food on the streets are being told to wash their fruits and vegetables thoroughly so that the people who go to buy their things don't get sick. If you live in a community like this, how exactly are you able to prevent diseases like cholera and the likes? Our colleague and friend from Bimbilla in the northern region, Alabiwa, is on the line. He's going to give us more information about what exactly is happening within the community as far as getting access to water. But throughout our conversation with him, if you're experiencing something similar in your community, please use the hashtag BreakfastDaily and the WhatsApp line 0550 585832 for us to hear about your experiences as far as water is concerned. Good morning, Alabiwa. How are you?
Good morning. Please, I am doing well.
Thank you so much for being with us. Can you tell us a bit about what's going on in Bimbilla?
Thank you, Madam Jifa. What is actually happening in Bimbilla is that there is a serious water crisis in Bimbilla where women, especially, do suffer every morning. And we are in the fasting month, and women do not actually rest during this month. They have to prepare the dawn meal, look for water for the family, and in the evening they will have to prepare food too. And Bimbilla, we have one only source of water called Wampu. And now if you come to look at the state of Wampu, it is in a sorry state. Wampu is drying up, and the situation could be attributed to so many factors. Human factors like being very close to the dam site, farming very close to the place, and also cattle are drinking. Currently, as we speak, Wampu is the only source of water for the cattle in the area here. Bimbilla town, there is no water everywhere. You remember last week we did a story about the Bimbilla hospital where they are trying to, get water for the facility there. Now, tractors or water tankers, they go to fetch this same dirty water for the hospital. And that is what the hospital too is using now.
How long has this problem been in Bimbilla, Alabira?
The problem has been there for a very long time, but this year is the worst year. I tell you, Wampu has been in existence for 5 decades now, and it has remained the only source of water for Bimbilla. And Bimbilla has a population not less than 10,000. All depend on the source of water. So, seriously speaking, there is the need for us to, get different source of water for Bimbilla. Initially, during the last year, the member of parliament and some benevolent individuals in town, they tried to put out some boreholes, mechanized boreholes for the area. But this is the dry season. Many of the boreholes are not functioning very well. So women will go there, some will go there and spend more hours there. So seriously, there is a serious water crisis in Bimbilla.
What are the women saying? Because I can imagine, especially now being the holy month, they need to cook, they need water to wash thoroughly, they need water at every aspect of their day. What kind of frustrations are they sharing with you?
Yes, the women are actually pleading that if there could be any God-fearing person somewhere, that will come. Now, Bimbilla is grown, and we still depend on community water system. They are thinking that if maybe we could go for a Ghana Water Company, maybe that could be better for us because they have so many resources to, ensure that there is water in Bimbilla. But seriously speaking, Bimbilla is in a crisis.
And do they also share this water with the animals? Because I'm looking at some cows right now.
Yes, they do. They share. I told you, that is the only source of water for Bimbilla.
So for the animals, for the human beings, everybody use that water?
Yes. And as you see them there, they defecate into the water. And Jaffa, it's not only the animals defecating into the water. Human beings too, we are not also, true to ourselves. Some unscrupulous persons in the evening or some odd hours go to the dam to do their things there. And I tell you, if a woman fetch the water into your house, and they put a lid on the drum or something, if you come to open it, the stench that will come from the water to face you, but you will not like to even drink the water. So the water is very dirty.
Okay. Are there authorities doing anything about it briefly before we wrap up with you to speak to the MCE?
Yeah, for now, I don't know what authority is doing about Wampu Dam because, like I told you, Wampu Dam has been in existence for over 5 decades, and it has never seen any dredging. No, it has never been dredged from Wampu. And like I also said, some people were the MP and some people they were trying to put up some boreholes in town. I don't know. One thing many residents are telling me is that Bimbilla is not far from the River Oti.
Thank you very much, Alabira. We will now go and talk to the MC of Bimbilla to see exactly what is happening. And I can't stress this enough. We are in a nation where our healthcare insurance is nothing to write home about. People can't even afford to take themselves to the hospital. So we need to ensure that people don't end up getting sick and having to treat themselves. And of course, we all know that we can't survive without water. If you wake up in the morning, you have to drink water. If you need to brush your teeth, you rely on water. To bathe, you rely on water. To answer to nature's call, you rely on water. To live a dignified life as a human being, you need water. Now, what other option would you have if the only source of water available is the water you have to share with animals? The same water that the animals will come and defecate in, your fellow human being will defecate in, and then you fetch it and you drink it because you don't have an alternative. We're in the year 2021. There's absolutely no reason why Ghanaians should have to go through this just because of the area they live in. So we have Honorable Yakubu on the line. He's from that area, Bimbilla in the northern region. He's the MCE, and he's going to tell us a bit more about why it is that for over 40 years, the almost 10,000 people in Bimbilla have still not been able to get access to clean water. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us, Mr. Yakubu. How are you?
By His grace, I'm doing good.
Can you please tell us a bit about the water crisis in Bimbilla and what you've observed successive governments attempt to do to bring about a solution?
Well, I want to make it clear that we currently don't have a water crisis in Bimbilla. If you say that we don't have enough water, but we don't have a crisis situation. We are under the Community Water and Sanitation Agency. We don't drink the surface water in Wampu. We drink underground borehole water. Just last year, the MP drilled 12 mechanized boreholes in Bimbilla town alone. As I speak to you, a private individual have also drilled 5.
Mr. Yakubu, I'll allow you finish, but we are watching right now videos sent to us this week from people in your area drinking water from the ground.
Yes,
the same water that the cows are drinking. Are you saying that they've made it up? They are actors. They are not residents of the area.
I think you can choose. What I want to tell you is that we have the Wampu Dam for about 10 years now. That is not what we are drinking for the community. I can tell you that my grandmother says that the borehole water is hard in quotes, so she prefers drinking from a dam or a spring. We have people like that. But it's not that a Wampu dam is the only source of drinking water in the municipality. I'm just telling you the water systems that we have in town. Yes, people do fetch Wampu water for other domestic purposes like bathing, constructions, and other things, but not specifically for drinking.
But do you think this water, this dam water, is decent enough for someone to bathe with?
But that is why we have provided alternatives. That's why we have provided a lot of mechanized boreholes in Bimbilla town. The small town water system is working, even though they're rushing the water from section to section. But we also have private boreholes, and I've just told you that the MP have drilled 12 mechanized boreholes in the various areas. So if you choose to go and drink Wampu water, that is your own choice. Even if, had it not been for the animals even entering there, it is not even safe for people to drink. Because when it rains, all manner of rubbish collects into Wampu. So somebody even the cattle that entered into this are for the local people. It's not like alien headsmen brought the cattle from Burkina Faso or Nigeria to go and drink. And what happened is that we have a dugout just opposite the dam. That's where the animals used to drink. The same people went into the dugout.
So, Mr. Abdullah, let me pause you here. If I'm understanding you clearly, you're telling me and Ghanaians and people watching us and listening to you this morning that the people of Bimbilla are intentionally choosing to drink dirty water with cows because they don't know any better, because you've drilled boreholes for them and they've chosen to bathe with dirty water, to drink dirty water every day? Because we're looking at children drinking this water. Is that what you're telling us this morning?
Well,
that they don't know any better?
I am telling you that Wamfu is not the only source of drinking water in Bimbilla. We have enough mechanized boreholes in Bimbilla that people can get potable water from.
Can you please tell us 5 places that has these boreholes you're mentioning? Just 5 places that your people can access these boreholes.
We have every electoral area, madam, every electoral area was given 1 mechanized borehole by the MP.
So please name 5 electoral areas with these boreholes that you've seen completed with your 2 eyes that your people can access.
Let me mention to you, we have Limanfong. We have Limanfong. We have Mwabiani. We have Madina. We have Masaka. We have Chilpamu. We have Bakasuani. We have Kakuri electoral area. We have Palga electoral area. And we also have Nakwabufong. That's Shuburi electoral area.
And all these areas have functioning boreholes that you've seen with your 2 eyes. Because we are going to follow up on each area you've mentioned. We are going to take visuals of the water coming out of the boreholes there.
You can come and verify. And this is just a supplementary water system added to the community water system we have in the municipality. So that is it. So it's like, it's not like we are facing some water crisis in Bimbilla such that we drink in the Bimbilla Dam. No. Even as it stands now, the animals were not drinking from the Wampu Dam. We have a duck out just opposite the dam. Somewhere last month, those who say they own the dam came that they were coming to catch fish. I sent security that they should stop them because that's where the animals drink from. They said it's by tradition, if they don't catch the fish, something will happen. So they went and muddied the water, making it impossible for the animals to drink from.
So, Mr. Abdullahi, I want to just clarify something, because what we were looking at, the videos we received, had students who look like they're in JHS or SHS carrying those K4 gallons to fetch water from the dam. Are you saying that these kids don't know any better? They don't know that there's clean water available for them and they still choose to consume dirty water? We just want to understand.
My sister, you cannot control everyone. I have just told you that some prefer to drink. They say that they don't want the borehole water because the borehole water is hard.
I'm sorry, did you just say you cannot control a woman?
And I am telling you that even in Bimbilla Senior High, just by it, there's one of the mechanized boreholes that they have been fetching. And even as I speak to you, the MP have built a borehole in Bimbilla Senior High, and there's also another borehole that was built by the GMPC in the Bimbilla Senior High. So a lot has been invested in water in Bimbilla.
Okay, so we will follow up with our correspondents there on the dams you've mentioned. But what's the way forward? I mean, there are 10,000 people in Bimbilla, and you mentioned about 10 to 12 boreholes. Is there a plan to ensure that each household would eventually have access to clean water that is?
Well, we as an assembly, we saw that we joined the community water system about 10 years ago. And it's like the town is expanding very fast. And it's like we are having challenges getting adequate water for it. So last year, the assembly by a resolution passed to join the Ghana Water Company. So as I speak to you, an assessment is being done for the takeover from the community water to Ghana Water Company. This is one measure that we have put in place. But in the interim, the community water have identified some high-yielding boreholes to add to already the 9 mechanized boreholes that they are operating with to augment the quantity of water that will be supplied to the municipality.
Honorable Abdullahi Yakub, thank you so much for being with us this morning. He's the MC of the Nanumba North District in, of course,
thank you very much.
Bimbilla. Thank you for your time, and we'll be following up with this story. And thank you at home for joining us for this edition of Hello, Mr. President. Again, if you've not sent in your videos, please do. We want to ensure that policymakers do right by you, because that's the reason why we vote them in power. All you have to do is take out your phone and record an up to 1 minute video. Send that video to us via the WhatsApp line 0550-585-832. You can also send it to us via the email hellomrpresidentTV@gmail.com, and every Wednesday at 9:30 we'll show the video and call on to policymakers to do right by you. Now, today's a very special day. One of the most hardworking, dedicated, committed young men that I know, someone I look up to and serves as an inspiration to me and a lot of young people in this country celebrating his birthday. I'm talking about Duke Mensah Opoku. He turns 30 today. We're so thankful for his life. We're grateful for his contributions to our national development, and just great and happy that he gets to share his gifts with the world. And the sky is the limit for him. So happy birthday, Duke. On behalf of the entire Breakfast Daily team, we wish you well, and we really, really love you. My name is Jifa Eke Amatam.